Hello world, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I felt called to do just a general love forecast to see what's going on, what the possibilities are, what dynamics are going on in relationships right now. So according to what you're in it here for, I'm just doing a general love read. So without further ado, this is group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. So take a moment and see which pile resonates with you, and I will get on with your love reading. Hello, group number 1, and let's see which card you chose. Resilience. So, the message that I'm getting for some of you is if you're single, it's really you've been through a lot, but you're starting to realize that these experiences shouldn't necessarily color love itself in a bad light, but just realizing how much you've gone through in terms of romantic relationships. That's what I see here for some of you singles. You know, sometimes when we look back at our love life, we think, oh my God, like this person put me through this person put me through that. But it's really how you interpret the value of those experiences. And it's not necessarily that things happen to you, they happen for you. So reflecting on how those experiences have taught you and how you've grown from them and how actually you can handle a lot. That doesn't mean you want to go out looking for, challenging relationships, but you are resilient. You've lived through heartbreak to see another day. That's what I'm seeing for you singles here. For you people who've been in long-term relationships, it's a sense of, when you spend years and years with someone, how much you're able to go through and learn and grow from each other, with each other, for each other. So resilience in being able to handle a long-term relationship and all the ups and downs that come with that. And for some of you, it's priority. It's realizing the things that you want to continue to work on in terms of romantic relationships and what you don't. What is actually heavy and burdensome. What actually no longer serves you, you learn to let go. For some of you, it is carrying around a lot of other people's stuff. For some of you who are single or in relationships, you might be carrying some energies around with you, past ties and energies. So for some of you, not all of you, I might look into doing some sort of clearing ritual or meditation or something that signifies a sense of releasing something so you don't bear the brunt of this energy. So a lot of you that chose this group might be really empathic and you tend to carry other people's stuff. So there's a lot of messages within this card, but take whatever resonates with you. That's just what's coming through. So let's see what else we have going on here, group number 1. A message I'm getting is some of you might be feeling the distance you have walked or the distance between you and another person. That's a message I'm getting. And it might not be physically, it might be emotionally here. So that's another message I'm getting. Okay, so let's see what we have going on here. The 8 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. So, interesting. So in thoughts, this is the realm of thoughts that I'm picking up on right now. There's this sense of really wanting to communicate, but perhaps feeling that you personally, you're in a good place, so you don't want to go over the same drama again. All right? So that's for some of you. For others of you, it's really wanting, someone else really wanting to communicate with you, but they feel like they can't because you are so independent, and you give up that vibe of not wanting to go there again. So that's for some of you. And in general, it's this sense too, another message I'm picking up, of moving past the disbelief in yourself to be able to continue. Expanding, communicating your thoughts and ideas, really wanting to share, really wanting to showcase who you are. That's what I see here. Because you might have felt in past relationships that you were stifled in your expression. Or sometimes in long-term relationships, you sometimes forget to express your own sense of individuality. But getting more excited to express that, not feeling like you're not able to in some capacity. I feel like a lot of you are transmuting that, or you will be transmuting that. Like some issues of communication here that are being transmuted. In terms of wanting your independence, but not wanting to feel trapped in the same old in terms of relationship patterns you've dealt with, regardless of your relationship status here. Freeing your mind, expressing yourself, liking who you are, not being afraid of what other people will think about what you're doing as well. Okay, so let's move on to the next. The Knight of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Two of Swords. All right, so this reading is giving me a lot of struggle inwardly about something, whether or not to acknowledge or retread old ground in some way. Perhaps some of you want to go deeper in your conversations with others, with romantic partner or prospect, but it's like they could be really flippant about it and they don't want to talk about it. Or, wanting to ignore the elephant in the room because you don't want to have another fight. Some of you might not like confrontation. There's this sense of wanting to move on from like an ongoing conflict or miscommunication within a romantic relationship here. I'm sensing some of you do not want to go back there. If this is something, someone reaching out to you, perhaps, that you've had a relationship with in the past, like an ex. Perhaps someone that you wanted to go deep with, but they have their walls. They don't want to go deep with certain things. They just want to keep it light. But I feel like there is a disagreement here of priority in the relationship, of communication, of respecting the individual. In terms of being like really serious about it, and then someone else just wanting to do whatever. Maybe they didn't want to be in a serious relationship, or maybe that was you. But there's like a lot of conflict, like, what should I do? Or some of you, it's like, I just don't want to go there. I'm just going to continue working on myself. That's for some of you. Some of you just want to expand your horizons in a more casual way. So there's a couple different points of view that I'm picking up on here. Okay, let's see. Six of Cups and the Hermit. Yeah. So for someone's viewpoint here, I'm seeing they're really nostalgic about the past, but only cherry picking parts of it. And then I'm also seeing, say this is two personalities. So what I just said here, and then on the other side, it's just realizing how you felt you were getting nowhere in this relationship, or, you know, different persons, same behaviors. And just thinking more deeply about, you know, what am I doing with my life? I want someone who respects me as an individual, not someone who wants to play games and fight and only want to do things in a shallow manner. That's what I see here. It's really, like, really frustrating energies. Like someone here, if that's you, is just going to choose to work on themselves because they don't want to go back to these games that this other person was playing. Especially when they don't acknowledge all the crap they put you through. That's what I see here. And that's part of this resilience card again. Yeah, I really dealt with this crap, but it made me realize that I can always work on myself, and I should always be my number one priority. I mean, that changes when somebody truly wants to work on themselves with you, if they make that choice. But if they're always fighting about it, So I could see it could be someone coming towards you from the past, and they're just looking for a little bit of fun. And you're just like, no, I've been there, done that. I don't want to go there again. I'm going to work on myself, and what am I doing with my life? That's what I'm asking myself. That's what I see here. I'm just feeling really strongly that the focus needs to be on yourself and how you're a warrior. You've really been through it. And you have your heart and mind in the right place about wanting to take things to the next level. But there's just this person over here who's really casual. I mean, that could be you, but that's what I'm seeing here. Let's see what's on the back. Queen of Cups and the Star. So when you work on yourself, then you start to call in emotionally mature and satisfying relationships. Then your highest aspirations in that way can actually be realized and come alive. Knowing what you truly want out of a partner and actually attracting that because you've worked on yourself. For this other person or people, they could be dreaming about you, but there might not be a lot of development in themselves in terms of what their end goal is. And that's just to be casual. They're remembering how fun it used to be, and you're just thinking about all the fights you used to have. And that's what I see here in this reading. So let's pull a message of love here from the romance angels. Okay, so there's a couple here. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. That's what I was seeing here. And release your ex. Oh my God. The time has come to clear energy. So what was I saying about this reading, you guys? That's what I was clearly seeing, and it comes out in these romance angel cards. Someone wants to come back from the past. They're really casual about it, but you're like, no thanks. I remember all the crappy parts, and it's not worth it. That's the energy I'm picking up here. It's totally up to you, but that's what I'm seeing here in your love reading. I hope this was helpful. Like, comment, subscribe for more, and I will see you again soon. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your reading, and let's see what card you chose. Ooh, the Void. So what I see here with the Void, and what I always think of, is with the Void, there's endless possibilities. But I feel very strongly for this pile that most of you are single. Most of you are just waiting for that space to be occupied. I feel like you've worked on yourself, and you've just released a lot of stuff, and now you're just allowing that space for what you've called to come through, allowing for the possibility not really holding an expectation of how or why this person comes into your life. There's a lot of mystery here. You won't really see the connections of how this person comes into your life until hindsight, right? But I feel like you're really allowing the space for these possibilities to come through. Some really strong energies here, a lot of release. So that's what I see here, group number 2. And let's see what story the cards will tell. If you've been feeling stuck, don't be, because you're allowing that space. Sometimes we have to be patient and just allow. The universe is always co-creating with us. Got to learn to trust it. So, let's see. Judgment, the Star, ooh. The Hanged Man. So in the mind, because that's what I'm looking at right now, there's this allowance of your perspective to change. There's been something stuck, something lingering, a perspective you're not quite sure on, like, how do I do this? How does this come through? I don't know. And then in somebody else's mind, it's Judgment and the Star. So hearing the call and assessing what their spirit is telling them to move towards, meeting their highest dreams, goals, and aspirations, really being inspired and guided by spirit. So there's this really spiritual energy on the mind, some really deep thought about the next romantic prospect here. It's not just fleeting. There's a deep consideration here. You won't know it until you do. It's like when you fall in love. You don't know until you are. You don't know who until, you just see them one day. There's a lot of mystery associated here, but these are all majors, and that tells me that this is divinely guided in terms of the mind really lining up with these crossroad changes. So let's see what's next. The Emperor. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. So for you singles, this could be someone you meet at work. This person might be an entrepreneur, or that could be you as well. You both meet, like honing your craft in some way, working on a vision in some way. But you're both guided in your work very spiritually, even if what you do business-wise isn't spiritual. You really are in tune with spirit and hearing the call. So I feel like this is someone you'll be meeting at work. Either you're the person in the position of authority, and they're a person maybe who's working under you, or vice versa. But you'll meet this person working. This could be a new job. This could be someone who really likes your work, and they come towards you. You get to know each other, and eventually you're together. But this is something to do with work. You'll meet them at work. That's coming through really strongly. Okay, let's see. Strength, the Ten of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. King of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So both of you are working on releasing stuff in your own way in terms of your heart space. So for this person, it could be the fact that they've really worked on themselves since their last relationship because of the way it ended. And, it might have ended in a divorce that was really heavy and complicated. But through that, they've realized the importance of building something very steady and stable from the ground up. They've learned that importance here. Really, truly working on themselves to be able to do that. And then I feel like for you over here, or vice versa, however you resonate, you're someone who likes to think of compatibility. So when you first meet this person, you might count them out. because maybe they don't meet the things on your list. Maybe you didn't expect yourself to be with a person who's so go-getting as this person is. But ultimately, it's a question not of compatibility, but allowing yourself to be open to this person in the first place. I feel like a lot of you withhold yourself and your qualities because maybe you've been in partnerships before where you were giving a lot and the other person wasn't. So you've been like super hyper, maybe too logical about romance. And maybe now you're just realizing, okay, I'm not looking for anything. I'll just allow it to come through. But open yourself up to this person because they're coming towards you and they've really worked on themselves here. They really want to build something from the ground up. And again, this could start as a business relationship. I'm getting that so strongly from this reading. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. So let's see what's on the back. The Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So, oh, man. This is something that will bloom over time. This is something that will take time to build. One, because you have your walls, and two, this person actually wants to build something solid from the ground up. So this person's going to come at you slowly but surely because they don't just want a flash in the pan. They want something that lasts. They want a truthful relationship. They want to cut through the bull. And I'm sure you do too with this King of Swords over here. But yeah, this is going to be steady, stable effort, but slow moving. And that's what I see here. But I see the foundations for a really good, strong, long-term relationship because this is going to blossom beautifully over time. This is a slow boil. And that's what I see here, group number 2. So let's pull you a romance card. I apologize if you guys can hear that dog barking in the background, my neighbors. Oh, okay. I had 2 cards fall out, so I'm going to take that as it is. Oh my gosh. All right. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. What was I saying about this 4 of Pentacles? When it feels right, it's right because it will be reciprocal. This person isn't going to be super aggressive. They want to build over time. And you just want, like, not just someone to be your lover, but to be your friend. And I really get that both of you have a really good intent here. So if someone's showing that to you and you're interested, show it back. It doesn't have to be like a crazy gesture, you know, but if you're feeling it, you're feeling it. And express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Exactly. So what I'm getting from this pile is you will meet this person in a work setting. This person really has the true intent of a long-term love as you do, but just be open to sharing your feelings because, you know, you can't read the other person's mind. Express yourself if it feels right. Wow, this is so beautiful, group number 2. I wish you the best. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if this was helpful to you, and I will see you again soon. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your reading, and let's see what card you chose. Queen of the Moon, Sovereignty. Yes, yes, yes. So what I'm really getting from you, group number 3, is you've gone through the crap, you've come out of it, and you've realized your worth. You've established healthy boundaries. You know what you truly want in a relationship. It's not a mystery to you. You have a healthy sense of self-worth and value. So I get the sense of you not wanting to settle for less, but that not necessarily being your focus and goal. You really love yourself. You realize your power. You realize what sort of dynamic and relationships that you're asking for. So for you, group number 3, you might not necessarily be looking for a relationship. You might have been in one long term, but whatever your romantic status is, you're realizing your own sense of worth, power, and value. You know that that comes from within, and that is beautiful indeed. So let's see what messages we have here. Also, again, living life by your own rules. No, not how other people say you should think, be, live, believe, you know? That's another thing about sovereignty. Make your own rules. See what works for you. And I feel like that's really your energy right now, group number 3. So, see what we got going on. So, we have the 7 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Okay, interesting. Then we have Death and the 9 of Pentacles. So, excuse me. So, especially since this fell over here. Okay. This, right now, what I'm examining is the mind. So I feel like in your mind, you are focusing on your sense of independence. You're focusing on self-cultivation. You're focusing on how good it feels to vibe in what you do and really seeing the results that you're producing with working on yourself. Gone are the days of what other people thought was productive. Okay, that's what I really see strongly for you in your mind. You're focused on cultivating yourself. What I see in this other person's mind here is that they have a lot of options. They're slow, steady, and stable about making a choice, but they're on the precipice or the cusp of making one. In terms of, perhaps pursuing a career goal, but also in love, in the focus of what is their one true love in career and what is their one true love in a person. They're working on those things simultaneously in their mind right now. That's what I see here. So for you, your own vibe, for this other person, thinking about definite choices in career and love. Okay? So let's see what the next one is. The Ace of Wands and the Page of Cups. So, for some of you, this could be someone you've seen around or you already know, where you feel like perhaps flirting with them a little bit, and I can see that they're really attracted to you. They might have a lot in their mind, so they might not necessarily be focused. But I feel like there is a bit of attraction here. You may be wanting to introduce yourself or flirt a little bit or something, but this person is clearly attracted to you. Either way, there's some attraction, but maybe you've been so focused on yourself that you can't see the extent of how they're attracted to you. So, let's see. The next one is the 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. All right, so this is a little complicated, isn't it? So this person may think if they don't get their career prospects in line or make decisions, that they're not going to be a worthwhile partner to you. This could be this person's thinking. That they're not so sure on other things, so they might not come towards you in a certain way. And you might be frustrated about this. You might think, oh my gosh, why hasn't this person come towards me yet? Or, might be getting your hopes up about them approaching you, and then they don't, and then you feel really frustrated. That's for some of you, not all of you. But I can tell you're annoyed. Because you might think you're the only person who feels it, but this person definitely does. They just want to get their career prospects in order. So they seem like, not just seem, but have their stuff together to be a better partner. Figuring their own stuff out. Trying to make definite decisions. but they might be slow moving at it. They're making a stable effort, but they might be slow moving, and that's what frustrates you so much. For some of you, it could be some drama in terms of you might not be the only one that they're attracted to, and that might annoy you. Or it could have to do with like friend dynamics within this situation. Maybe you don't like this person's friends. Maybe you don't like the dynamics and situations they're in. Or maybe you guys had a disagreement about pursuing this. But I think it's one of miscommunication. You know, and maybe you're crushing on this person and you might not want to because you're just getting your stuff together yourself as well. And like, because you have feelings for them, it frustrates you because you might not want to feel that way. But either way, this is a little complicated. There are certain decisions this person needs to make. They have to get clear about what they're going to do. But again, I feel like you're on the right track with working on yourself. So let's see. This is a little complicated. The Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So their long-term plan might be to come towards you in romance. I'm just getting this overwhelming sense that this person really wants their career goals to be in line. They really want to be financially secure before they present themselves to another person, if you know what I mean. So it might be something that they ask you out maybe in the longer term, maybe not right away. Or when you do finally date this person or get to know them, you realize they've kind of had their mind all over the place about what career they actually want to pursue in their life. They're more money focused right now. They want to be of value to themselves and other people. And you're working on that in your own way. So let's pull some romance cards and see what's going on here. Give this time if you really feel in this person. I don't think anything's set in stone yet because there's a lot of decisions that need to be made and more focuses. Could also be waiting to see each other again too if there's a sense of separation. Interesting. So the card that came out is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Yeah, that was one of the messages I was picking up on here. You might be crushing on them and they might be really attracted to you, but you know, signs and signals might not be the same for every person, right? Some people need to hear you say it. And I feel like you're the kind of person that, yeah, they're cute and stuff, but I want to become too involved until they tell me, and vice versa. So heart-to-heart conversations. Let them know. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So yeah, get to know this person. Because like I said, I feel like this person's really preoccupied about not only career stuff, but if you're even interested in the first place, because you're vibing really independent right now. They may think, oh, they have all these options. Maybe they don't want to choose me. And you could be thinking vice versa. So talk to this person. See how they're really feeling. Because I find if you do, that will help them make their choices in certain places. And you and yours not feeling so frustrated because you just don't know. So those are the messages I'm getting for you, group number 3. I hope this was helpful. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you again soon.